Yuji is weaker than you think. In all honesty, bro, I really didn't know I was gonna have to make a video about this. I thought this was just common knowledge upon the people that watched JJK and read the storyline. Apparently not. Now, when I'm saying that Yuji is weaker than you think, I'm not just calling him the weakest person in the whole entirety of the show, even though you can probably argue that to be the case. Other than that, people have put Yuji at the level of Sukuna because of what happens at the end of the story. But I'm gonna tell you right now, all that happened at the end of the story was some BS, and you probably didn't understand why that happened that way. And trust me, I'm not gonna explain this gay terrible writing type thing. No, there's an actual reason why Yuji was able to somewhat match Sukuna in the end of the story. I'm gonna tell you why. But before that, let me explain why I'm even making this video to begin with. Well, if you've been on YouTube, you know YouTube has these poll features, right? And in these polls, if you've been around long enough and you scrolled around long enough, I've seen JJK polls where they'll compare who's the strongest, who's the fastest, who has the most speed in the whole verse, and who can do what. Somehow, in some way, everyone thinks Yuji's the fastest. Everyone thinks Yuji's the strongest. Everyone thinks Yuji has the best hacks out of everyone in the JJK verse, and I'm here to tell you that is not the case. Genuinely don't know what some people are thinking when they're picking these polls, but bro, it gotta be favoritism at this point, because Yuji did not do anything that significant in the story to be the strongest out of people like Yuta, out of people like Maki, out of people like Hikari, and goddamn Higuruma, bro. This is the people they pit him against. And you wanna know why this makes no sense? Let's take the Battle of Sukuna, or the Sukuna anti-Sukuna squad versus him, whatever you want to call that last arc. Let's take that last arc. What did Yuji do that whole arc? He was playing support. Let's literally think about every fight that happened in this. Yuji was never really a main person in that fight. He was always on the sidelines, maybe throwing a quick jab in with somebody else there. He had Maki at one point. She took the lead. He was getting knocked around. He provided support. We had Higuruma. He was in the background, blood pierce, bro. He was doing something that did not matter. We had Yuta on the battlefield with Yuji. Yuji has been on the battlefield with each and every goddamn sorcerer that touched that field to fight Sukuna. You wanna know why? Because Sukuna never saw this man as a threat. Sukuna never thought for a second, I have to take this man out. No, he left him around to see all of his friends die because he know Yuji is that weak. Yuji was merely just surviving, spectating, and providing somewhat of a support when another sorcerer came in the fight. He is not on the level of a Maki. He is not on the level of a Yuta. He is not on the level of Higuruma. None of them niggas. I mean, I guess you could say Higuruma because they boxed before, but I mean, there's a reason why, you know, plot. Okay, let's get past that. Just know that Yuji is nowhere near the level of these top contenders in this show, especially the live or people that died. He is not on the level of them at all. Let's even take the fight with Mahito, for example. Yuji wasn't the main one fighting, bro. He was, but the thing is, he had to have the support of Todo, or otherwise he would have been dead since the beginning of that fight. You forgetting when Nobara got clapped, he was going to go after Yuji next and murder him. Who saved him? Todo. Who kept boxing with him? Todo. Todo carried that fight until he could no longer carry that fight. He did the utmost to protect Yuji to finally have Yuji have his moments. You know, he weakened Mahito so fucking much to the point where Yuji himself can box one-on-one with that man. Come on, bro. Stop playing with me. In the final part of that fight, Todo had to come back and fake Mahito out and said, bro, look, clout. Mahito got thrown off. Yuji came in, boxed him up. Even if Todo's technique didn't work, he had to come in that last moment to do something or say something or throw off Mahito from marking Yuji, bro. Come on, let's be real. So we got Todo consistently being better than Yuji, especially when it comes back with that clapper, and his curse technique is 1,000 times better than what it was before. Todo is not the strongest person in JJK. Yuta is stronger than Todo. Maki is stronger than Todo. So if Todo is realistically over Yuji in a fight wise or anything wise or combat wise, curse technique, whatever wise, why is Yuji the most strongest in your eyes? Why is Yuji the best one in all of your eyes? I don't get it. Cause remember, Toto did come back with the hand clapper and was going ballistics on Sukuna, bruh. Sukuna was thrown off by this man's toe technique so much that he didn't know what the hell was going on. He was annoyed. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it takes a lot to annoy Sukuna. Did Yuji do that at all? No. Not until the end, where Sukuna was severely weakened by everything and all the how you say that word, whatever, the combination of every sorcerer boxing match he had. He was tired beyond belief. Of course he didn't admit it, but obviously his power took a big drop when he was fighting all of those sorcerers at one time. So of course over time Yuji was able to get to the level of Sukuna, or Sukuna came down to the level of Yuji, which made him seem like he was the most powerful thing since Gojo. No, he not. So all in all, not to waste your time, Yuji ain't that strong, my brother. I'ma just leave it like that. And you didn't believe anything I just said there, go back and read the story yourself. I think I brought some good points. If you didn't think I brought some good points, go ahead and leave some more points in the comments below as to why you think Yuji isn't really that weak, or you think he's stronger than he is. Whatever you want to say, just leave it in the comments below. Other than that, like the video and subscribe, because you see, a nigga need help.